Why couldn't it have been like that last night? Why? Why? Oh my god. Can't make it up. What a difference a night makes. Tycho, you ate. I fed you. I took you out an hour ago. Go take a walk. Oh, it's out already? I'm so busy I didn't even know. I think I'll go to the movies tomorrow. I'm off. Is it really out already? I gotta see if it's playing in the local theater. Let me just get all this set up. Okay, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo. Grab a sandwich. Yeah, but he's so spoiled. That's the problem. It's like, what more? You want to go out every hour? Oh man, and you know what? Luckily, I brought the camera in. We had a horrible thunderstorm 10 minutes after I brought the camera in, and it was pouring. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's the torches. My pool overflowed from all the rain that we got last night. That's how bad it was. I couldn't believe it. I woke up this morning, I looked at the pool, and I was like, where'd all this fucking water come from? No wonder I gotta fix the leak on the roof too this week. Before the next one starts. It's a shingle. I gotta just tear out the shingle and just replace it. I have extras. It's not hard at all to do. I did this roof almost completely myself. You should have seen me when I was doing. I was fucking flinging the old tiles off. I had to actually cut out when I first moved here. I had to cut out the plywood. It was rotted. My foot went through my roof. I had to cut it out, put in a new piece of ply, and then you got to put the paper and all that bullshit. Wow. So it's easy to I may have to put a couple of shingles. Like, it depends on, the leak cannot be big. So what usually happens is the roofing nails get loose, and water gets inside where they put the shingles in, or the nail is completely gone and water seeping through that hole. That's usually the problem. What's up, Speed? So tonight is past peak. It's the night after. You never know. Usually the night of past peak isn't as good as the night before peak. But let me just keep doing what I'm doing here. You tore open your roof and found rot. Hugo, but then I had to tarp it. Fighting roofing company as soon as possible. Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? Where I had to redo the roof, I had to do the expansion joint, because when they do the roofs, they allow for the roofs to expand from heat and cold. And I had to do the tile going over. That was fun. Not. Because you have to do that really good. So there was... But my new project... Nobody watched my stream today. Thank God. From the pool. I think I did it on Rumble. And I'll tell you, I haven't had a drink in a few days. I'm having a drink tonight. Oh my God. It's been hell. Just a lot. Oh shit, I know this volume's gonna be on. So this is the tree that I need to cut the branches off. I can't do the power line because the power line is like right next to this tree. A professional's gonna have to come in to take out. I just want to get some of these branches that are going toward my pool away from my pool because I'm getting so many leaves now. There's one last pesky tree that's bad for me. I cut most of my trees down myself. And I know how to take them down easy. There's special ways to cut a tree. You just don't cut the tree. You have to notch the tree. And then the right way to do is partially cut the tree with a chainsaw. And then you take these things, I forgot what they call them, and you tap it in with a hammer. And the tree will tilt and go fall where you created the notch, the cut. That's the right way to do it. And rope doesn't hurt either. To give it that little nudge to pull on a branch, or you wrap it around the tree itself, the trunk, a little high. It's really not hard to cut down a tree, especially if you have a friend helping, which I usually have my neighbor help me. But I do not advise that to anybody because you can hurt yourself, hurt another person badly or fatally, or you could do damage to structures and property if you don't know how to make the tree fall where you want it to fall. And don't do it on a fucking windy day. So that tree, I gotta cut branches down. That tree right there. The one sticking out. So I have a pole saw. But I need a new... I don't know if you'll see it if I put it on the camera. Oh, that's a little fat boy there. So there it is. I found it in my... I'm putting it together. This I'm going to start to use. And start cutting away some of these branches. So that was the nightmare of today. But that's my next project. Is to get that done. I could wait for winter. But if I wait for winter, all those leaves that are on that tree are going to end up, half of them, in my pool. Now it's a willow, in the willow family. It's not a willow tree, necessarily like a weeping willow, but it's a willow tree. And they're nasty mess trees. And as soon as Labor Day's over, I am going to fucking get on that exercise bike and I got to get rid of this fucking gut, because when I see myself on camera like that, that's a fucking shame. I am going to work out like I've never... Now, I cut my foot a couple of months ago. I had to get stitches right before Roswell. And then I hurt my shoulder out there. So I've been recovering a little bit. But I'm going to town. I am not playing no old games. I can't take it anymore. Because that's horrible. Anyway, so is this, but I hear enough of that from everybody else. So that's going to be my next project. What's this? Our Liquor Mart employees, government run, are striking right now. So most are going to be closed for like a week. Is that like Utah? Because when I went to Utah, it was like that. All the liquor stores are run by the state. I was like, wait a minute. What is this? They were telling me that at one point, the alcohol level in a beer was lower than the normal beer. And they didn't even sell liquor. But that's the Latter-day Saints, the LDS. Now, I don't know necessarily, and I don't want to know specifically where you're from, grab a sandwich. But that's what, when I went to Utah, I was like, whoa. What's this? Canada. Okay. Wow. So only one vendor. Well, one place sells liquor, but there's still beer sold in vendors. Cause like right now, this is bizarre. If I was to drive, this one doesn't have it. If I was to drive to Fishkill, and I was to go to the ShopRite there, the ShopRite has its own liquor store, a liquor department. I'm like, wow, this is impressive. A lot of supermarkets have that here in the States. They have its own independent liquor area. Liquor, not just beer, liquor. And we have them here. I don't know if I'm sure Marco has it down south in North Carolina. But there are a lot of that here. So you can go to a supermarket, literally, and pick up liquor. Beer you can find anywhere. Anywhere. It's everywhere. You can go to a gas station, there's beer. Everywhere has beer. But liquor, like near me, I have two liquor stores within, one is 2 minutes, not even, 2 minutes from leaving my driveway up the road, there's a liquor store. And the other one's about 7 minutes away. So there's two in my vicinity, immediate vicinity. Beer, same thing, two gas stations, 2 minutes, because they're like this. I'm right between them on the road. So when I get out my road, I can make a right. There's a gas station. I can make a left. There's another gas station. Actually, one is a Stewart's, and the other one is, I can't remember the name of the place, but it's a new gas station. What? See? I have no idea what the hell you mean by that. That F2? I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a firefly. Yeah, that's a firefly. Tycho, don't bug me. I'm telling you, don't bug me. I just took you out. No, there's another person. I was like, what? I don't understand what you're saying, see. No, I'm talking to another person in YouTube chat. Grab a sandwich. You're in Trovo. I have Rumble, I have Twitch, and I have Kick. So I'm streaming to 5 platforms. Oh, in Florida too. Now I get you. So in Florida too, it's like that. My favorite, when I lived in Florida, when I had the house in northern Orlando, my favorite supermarket stop was Publix. I love Publix. I love their sandwiches. I used to love going to Publix just to go to the back to have sandwiches made for me. Because that's the one thing that's great. And they got so many toppings. It's like, I want banana peppers, I want this, I want all of it. Put it on my sandwich. And their sandwiches were great. Let's call them subs. Which I would never call it a sub. C, you're from New York City. What do we call a sub? A hero, right? We don't call it a fucking sub or a hoagie. We call it a fucking hero. Oh, if it's a happy hero, give me a club roll. Sandwich on a club. Sandwich on a hero. On a roll. The hell is that? And you know something? And this is true because I'm a little older. Before subs became a big thing around the country, New York City is where it was at for fucking Italian sandwiches. Those sandwiches. Then you started to hear about hoagies and subs around the country. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? New York started that. The city. The Italian delis on the hero breads. And I'm going back decades. Before there was a Subways and these hoagie places. It's almost like White Castle. And then it became Sliders. Does people have, White Castle has been around for a very long time. And then all of a sudden, now it's a slider. Because that was the term that was given to them. I'm like, what the fuck is a slider? But that was the thing that looked like the White Castle burger. Then there was another evolved thing from Italian pizzerias. Because I worked in one when I was a teenager. So there was always the classic calzone. And then they came out with I forgot what it was called. A roll. Oh shit, what was it called? It was a long thing filled with cheese and cold cut. But it was long. That became a new thing. I can't remember the name of what they were. Because I was always a calzone person. And I was like, what the fuck is that? That's new. That started coming out. A lot of things. Like, C knows this. They don't know what hero is. I know. I do that a lot. Nobody knows what I'm talking about when I say hero, C. But you're a New Yorker like me. So we know. That's like we call gyro, not gyro or gyro or whatever the hell else people call it. It's a gyro. It's a New York thing. It's a gyro. But a lot of it originated because you got to think of what was the big places of immigration coming in to the country. Well, it was New York. Oh, there goes one. Nice one. Look at that. We're going to have to move the camera up a little. We've seen one already. We've seen one more than we did all last night. Because it was cloudy. So we should see some tonight. Tonight's not impossible. And there's not going to be no heavy clouds. There's no rain. Whatever you see flashing, those are my torches outside my house. That was actually a nice one. We're gonna leave the camera right here because actually, that was a firefly. Actually, the radiant is where my wood stove chimney is. Pipe. So we're actually gonna leave the camera alone. Why does the conversation always go to food? I made some badass chili today. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. With white rice. Ugh. Now, I can go crazy with the chili, like put chili peppers, but because I have severe GERD, I have to go easy with spices. So it's a bland kind of chili. Even though I put the chili powder and black pepper and even some Tabasco sauce. Not much. Just to give it a little kick. And I put spicy brown mustard in my chili. And a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm not giving out my recipe. But sometimes I'll throw, I didn't do it today. What I put in my meat chili is something my father taught me in the restaurant business when I was like 13 years old, and it used to sell so much we couldn't make enough of it. It was different than any other chili you ever had because it was sweet and spicy. We used pork and beans. Pork and beans in the chili. Try it sometime. You'd be like, ew, no way. Try it sometime. It is delicious. And that's what I use to make my chili. I don't use kidney beans. Okay, the light's on in the backyard. Animals. It's probably the raccoons. If I had to guess. Or the cats. Because that's the backyard. That light. I love New England clam chowder. I cannot stand Manhattan clam chowder, the red. It's got to be the white. I will not eat the red. Tycho's like right below me. He's gonna have to move.
Come on, finish the babies. Dance.
I'm actually gonna get some vodka, and I'm going to get some cranberry juice with ice, and I'm gonna make myself a nice drink. Well, actually, when I worked in the Bronx Zoo, that's when a person that worked in, I forgot the name of the area of the zoo. Fuck. It's where they had the tigers loose, like open. The trainer lets a friend go in there when she's feeding the tiger, and the tiger mauled and killed her. I'll never forget that. I was working in the zoo when that happened. So that was in the 80s. I can't believe Wild Asia. I think it was something like that. Wild Asia. It was a section in the zoo because they had names for them. I don't know how it is now, but back then that's the way it was. But I don't know if it was Wild Asia. But it was some big area of the zoo that they had them loose, like, you know, they weren't in closed areas. It was open, fenced off, of course, but it was open. Stupid. It was horrible. That was crazy. That's a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies. That movie had so many great actors in it, like Clint, Telly Savalas, Donald Sutherland, Don Rickles. I mean, that movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. That and The Dirty Dozen. Also, The Great Escape with Steve McQueen. Love that. Love Midway. Always love Midway. So there's a few that, now that you triggered me for those kind of movies. Kelly's Heroes was excellent. No, the Bronx Zoo is not basically anywhere in the Bronx, Ken. But there is, back then, if you ever seen Fort Apache the Bronx with Paul Newman, their South Bronx looked just like that. That's the way it was way back in the 70s. It's not like that anymore. You know why? Because the rich people ran out of room on Manhattan, and they started buying sections of the South Bronx, and they started to fix it up because they needed that real estate, and now the people that were poor there are gone because they can't afford to live there. I know you're busting my balls, but they pushed them out. That neighborhood used to be so bad. 3rd Avenue, C knows this, was so bad. By Yankee Stadium, that, like, actually to the east of Yankee Stadium. But even down by like 149th Street, 3rd Avenue, that place was crazy. It's all bought up now. It is so clean and beautiful down there now. So the South Bronx, what was the South Bronx, is no longer what people think of as the Bronx. Because it's changed dramatically. Do you realize what the rents are for a studio apartment even in the fucking South Bronx? Except there is still one thing, public housing. NYCHA, they call it. New York City Housing Authority. So You can still have these businesses booming up, but the night share exists. Section 8. That ain't going nowhere. Even though they're trying to raise it up to force people out. Yeah. That was a great movie. Kelly's Heroes. Great fucking movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. Actually, I gotta watch that again. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Donald Sutherland plays a great part in that movie. Great part. Anyway, enough of that. So I got like these. The missions of fall are starting to set in. Now it's getting ready for fall. Starting to really start focusing on fall's coming. In a month, things are done. Summer's done in a month. Even though, since the temperatures have been above normal all year round, I would not be surprised if we have a nice September, a warm September. So I might be able to close the pool down end of September. But I couldn't believe it last night when I said I'm going to end the stream and I just cut it because I got so frustrated at 1:30 a.m. Thankfully I did, because it had just started to rain. And then the storms hit. I was like, holy, did I make the right call? And I wasn't even looking at the radar. I gave up on the radar. I should have kept looking at that radar. Because a cell developed. And it was insane. But tonight, one night too late. But still, why not? Give it a shot. Basically, so tomorrow night, Peter Robbins is no longer on KGRA. He's moved on to Onyx. So I wish him the best over there. So Don Ecker's coming back tomorrow with Dark Matters Radio tomorrow night. So Peter's no longer on that slot, but Don will be with his old show. So I made that happen immediately. You were so mad last night with the weather? Yeah, the game got me pissed off. Because I don't play those racing games on easy level. I play them on hard. Because it has to be a challenge. It's not a challenge for me if I play it on easy. It's just a waste of time. So I always play the racing games on hard difficulty. So a lot going on. What's up, Juice? We're gonna see a couple tonight. It won't be like peak last night. Usually the night after peak, okay. Timing for these meteor showers is another thing. It's questionable. Sometimes they can give you the date and be approximate, but sometimes the meteor shower can run slightly later or earlier. So, you know, you still could get activity tonight. All right, Kevin. What's up, Joe? And it's early. Now, I am off tomorrow. I got to give her the station in the afternoon, but that's the afternoon. The station is set till 2 a.m. 2 p.m. tomorrow. I am staying up tonight. I'm staying up late. So for those, I know it's a Sunday night. People work tomorrow. In some places, people go back to school. We are 18 plus. But, I'm staying up. You don't have the time. Oh, shit, that's right. I didn't put the clock up. I'm glad you reminded me. I just finished doing a show, that's why. And getting the camera connected, it's always fun. Clock is going up now. That's good looking out. Made me think about putting the clock up so we can timestamp them. Yeah, like in Florida, they started school already. They're back to school. Not here. School starts here the Wednesday after Labor Day. That's when schools start up here. So I think Labor Day is on the 4th. So school starts here September 6th. It's always on the Wednesday after Labor Day. Always. Has been since I was in school. Now, the private schools, Catholic schools, start earlier than that. But the public schools start on the Wednesday after Labor Day. See, you would remember that. And like I said, it's a work night. But for everybody else, I work weekends. So tomorrow is my Saturday. Tonight's my Friday night. Even though I just got off of work. So this is my Friday night. And I'm going to enjoy it. Now I'm seeing these little clouds, these high, thin clouds. Let's see what's going on. There better not be no fucking clouds coming tonight. I will flip. I will lose it. Oh my gosh, don't even go there. Nah, they're just... Please tell me these clouds are coming downward. Yeah. There's some clouds. Actually, we're about to get back into more clear patch. See those clouds? They're thin. They're showing up on the radar. I mean on the satellite imagery. You'll see them right now. They're not thick, low clouds. They're high, thin clouds. So it shouldn't be a problem. See them? That's what you're seeing, because I live right here. So a lot of that cloud has already passed through. But there's more coming up here, but I'm right here. See? It already passed us that one. So we're right here. And they're going to be streaming down from the northwest. But there are definitely breaks in there, and there's no thick clouds. So it should be okay tonight. Thank God there's no thunder. Lightning. Who was in here? Grab a sandwich. You still here? I hate to do it, but I'm gonna go make a vodka and cranberry. I could have somebody make me, but I don't know if I want to go tequila. Cranberry gives me heartburn. Let's get the bartender on the line. In the house. Licensed bartender in the house. He'll come back with some fucking crazy drink. That's what I'm gonna have. I gotta tell him, don't make it strong, because he kills me. He does it on purpose. I just sent Katie. We have to do Katie first. I should get her on the stream with me. Katie Page, State Director for Colorado. I don't want to bother her. Oh my God, I can't. Tony's going for his surgery tomorrow for his neck. I'm going to still call her and tell her. Get her the code. There we go. She did it 2 minutes ago. up your phone. Really? You're talking to me on Skype. Are you there? How come I don't hear anything? That's bizarre. I'll just get her the code. Okay, I just sent her the code. She's messaging me back. Oh. It's actually a week from tomorrow. Oh my gosh. No, I'm talking to Katie Page. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that. That. Okay, we're good. Oh, now he wants to come into the room. I gotta get ice. Oh, hell no. Screw that. Naughty, come back!
Daddy, come back to you.
Come on. Come on. When he barks, he wants in. And that's his way of telling me, open the door, let me in. Okay. Oh good, she's back in. What are you doing right now? Fortnite. Wow, how am I not surprised? I need you to bring your bartender skills over.
What do you want? You want a margarita?
Yeah, but don't make it too fucking strong.
Alright, I got you, bro.
Alright, make it for me.
You want the strawberry or you want the,
If there's strawberry left, I want strawberry.
Alright.
Bye. Yes, I want a margarita. It is 69 degrees right now and lovely. She's got my clown Tuesday. Anyway, it's early. Oh, good, Isaac. Nice. We've seen a couple of nice ones already here tonight. What's up, Ronald? Seen a couple already here. Nice ones. I'm actually gonna go outside in about 10 minutes and move the screen up a little bit. If I was, I don't want to go through it. I don't, but I feel like I should. I really feel like it's too much work. Should have thought about it earlier. I should have put the motor mount and controlled it from inside tonight. I really should have. but I don't even know where it is. It's in one of those crates. Right over there. What? Awesome. Let me give her a link. Where should I give her to? YouTube. Who knows? Maybe she'll stop by. So now I'm having a message back and forth with her. It's raining where she is and cold. She has the heat on. They have the heat on. And probably a fire. She has a beautiful home in the mountains in Colorado. Beautiful. I need to actually take a trip and go hang out with her and Tony. You seen more? I'm not paying attention. I'm typing. Very low near the chimney. That's why we're not moving the camera yet. What's up, Omer? That's great. Now, the next big one, I believe out of memory, is December 13th, the Geminids. That's known for more colorful tails or trails. So December 13th. And that's great because usually in those winter nights it's low humidity and I don't have the issues like I have in the summertime with these fucking storms. And now that the storms are worse than ever and more frequent, the chances are Perseids is just going to go downhill for me. Because the weather has just gotten so extreme the last 5-6 years. It pretty much started when Ronald came here and there was a tornado right down the road. I think that was like 2019. It was before all the bullshit that happened. So it was either 2018 or 2019 when the tornado touched down right down the road. That's when all the shit started going downhill. But we should definitely see some activity tonight. Obviously, you guys have seen a few already. So like I said, my plan is to stay up. Well, oh yeah, grab a sandwich. Yeah. Just to give you an idea. And it's old already. It's been out for 3 years. That's not a good place to go because it's not going to show it. So this is the camera that I'm using right now. It's just the body. It's not the lens. It's not the cage. It's not the power supply. It is not the video card. It's just the body. And the body alone goes for $3,500. The A7S III. The lens goes another $700, $800. The card that's inside the camera costs $400 to record on. It's a special card. I forgot what it's called. Something Express. EF Express, some shit like that. I just bought an EF card reader because it's not the standard size. It's a pain in the ass, actually. Wow, it dropped in price. It's a CF Express. I was off by a letter. I paid close to $400 3 years ago for this card. It's now down to $300. It's a CF Express card. It's special for this camera. So the cage cost me like $100. The card, so that was $500 for the cage and the card. Then I had to buy the dummy adapter. So you're looking at about $5,000 invested for that camera. About. Was it? That was 2016? It was that long ago? Wow. Grab a sandwich. Sure you will. Sure you will. You will. Then again, school. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's like I'm getting prepared for this trip with C and chat to go stay in the city for a weekend. And I already told the host I am not going to be here for Labor Day weekend, and I'm not going to be here for Indigenous Peoples weekend, aka Columbus Day weekend. I will not be here. So I'm buying a lot of little gadgets for our stay in my 10-man tent in fucking Randall's Island in New York City. And I've already invited friends to come and hang out with me there while I'm there. So that should be pretty cool. Like my sister might come. I've got, I want, people to come hang out. It's free to get in. It's not free to camp, but it's free to admission. And you can't miss me because you just can't. I'm that person that sticks out amongst the crowd. It's just the way it is. Can you tell? Ask Ronald, he'll tell you. When I'm at Pine Bush or anywhere, I'm the guy who sticks out all the fucking time, no matter where I go. So yeah, I'm preparing for that. Oh, this has to be Mom. She's overdue. I haven't seen Mom. Oh my God, it's Kendrick. Dude, Mom has been sleeping like all day. He can't hear me because of those fucking AirPods. Speaking of those, where are mine? These are mine. No, I thought it was. How much of the red do we have? Not much, huh? Yeah, but use it up. Don't make my shit too strong. All right. The 2 is enough for me all night, bro. Because they're gonna get me lit. And I'm gonna stay up. It's gonna be. I'm staying up tonight. I gotta make up for last night's disaster. But the one thing I've always wondered what it would be like, and this is something that's kind of bizarre. I always wondered what it would be like to camp. It would really be. It's the most dangerous, impossible thing to ever think about. To camp in Central Park overnight in a tent. That is just not safe. It's absolutely not safe whatsoever. So I'm a little concerned. They're going to have security there and all that, but still. I'm a little concerned about sleeping in a fucking tent. And no, the stereotypical nonsense that I'm hearing about immigrants is not the case, what's going on. It's what you might see in media outlets or on the news, but it's not like that. If you listen to certain news outlets, you think there's thousands of fucking illegal migrants on Randall's Island. It is not like that. Or in Orchard Beach. It is not like that. Despite what you might see or hear in the media. Just like up here, they said, oh, you got thousands of them up there. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. But I do hear that they're trying to pull it in other towns and sending them there. And the more liberal, bigger cities are allowing it. That's a fact. But when people don't know what's going on because they watch the news and they get fed, spoon-fed what they want to hear and believe, yeah, you believe it. Just like a Trump rally has thousands of people when actually a third of it is empty, or even half. But you'll believe what they show you on the camera. And it's always the same individuals that are behind these rallies. What?
What is it?
Okay, Ma, I'm in peace. I'm streaming live right now. And don't do that. People can see you clawing my arm.
I'm
See?
not calling you right.
She's grabbing my arm. Now she's
No.
pulling my arm.
Oh my God. You're going to have to.
What am I doing? I'm here in peace.
And you're going to have to listen to me.
Okay,
when say
I will.
something, okay? And
Yeah.
that's it. And you don't have to get mad at me, or
Okay.
you don't have to, we got to bring peace here.
I know.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Trump's
You don't have to
rallies
say- you don't
are
have to be
not
looking like that. You
are
don't have
not
to.
mobbed when you see the entire arenas. False. They show the camera angles to make it look like it's packed. And yeah, right now, because of all the things that are going on, people are really lining up to support him. I don't know why. Because there's definitely better options for Republicans to choose about if the Republicans had the balls to do it. I cannot believe they're hanging everything on one man. All their chips are on the table for this one person. For a whole party to commit like that. But this is not a political show. Well, I'm sure you were at one rally that it was mobbed, but not all rallies are mobbed. I'm sure a lot of them are, depending on the locations. If there was a rally in Miami, I'm sure it's going to be packed. Because there's a heavy base. Of course it's going to be. That goes without saying. If it's a conservative, heavy conservative area, it's going to be packed. So yeah, without getting crazy into stuff. It's just like Biden. That's insane that this man is even thinking about running a second term. It's insane. I don't understand it. So it goes both ways.
I hope it's good.
Thank you.
You want to try it?
No, I'm good. I
Sure,
I believe
what
it.
if it's
You've
strong?
never come back with a one that I didn't like the way it tasted.
You sure you was the other day? Oh, it's the sauce.
Let me see. It's all right.
Salty? Oh my god.
Later, Omer.
Alright.
Oh my God, that was a killer. Anyway, close the door. Good. Let's see. Hopefully, I'll see some action tonight. Because last night, oh my God, what a disaster. And I tried to wait it out. Just wasn't good. I'm gonna have to put the camera up soon, like now. Get that over with. Let me do that. Where is he? that's a little better. I should have put the motor mount. I really should have put the motor mount on today because I'm going to keep going outside to move this camera. What a pain. They were never fair to Trump. Don't get me started on what this man has done criminally. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. But to be fair, he wasn't a politician. And because of his naivete as not being a politician, he got screwed. A lot. But this man should not be allowed to run for office, in my opinion. Not based on the shit that he tried to do. And there's a lot of evidence of it. It'll come out. They should have these hearings live on TV so people could see the evidence, because a lot of people are not going to be able to get access to that, and they're still going to believe that this is all weaponization, Biden, all that. So some people will never see the truth, no matter if you put it right in front of them. I was the one that made that video, that sent it to the media when I did a FOIA. Believe it or not, I am one of the people responsible for that whole electoral National Archive scam. A week later, it was all over the media. I created a video. And on the memos that Eastman did. And now there's more. So let's be easy. Let's not rush to judgment. Everyone's presumed innocent. But I'm telling you, this was well done. And it was multifaceted. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I am not for Biden, and I'm not feeling Trump at all. So this is not going to be good for me. Biden, to me, there should be an age limit. He should not be able to run again. I don't see how this is going to work. But Trump should not run either, for different reasons. So I'm like, can I have something else? Can I have another option? I wish I had another option. But we're not going to get one. It's serious. It's Biden and Trump. Can't we do better? Really? We can't do better than that? I cannot see another 4 years of Biden. I can't. I can't see that. I don't know. But to me, and we'll see where the evidence goes, and there's the talk of the 14th Amendment, but that's not going to go nowhere. Anyone who tries to undermine democracy from the inside, especially from the highest seat in the land, and try to overturn an election based on what you believe was fake, but you still tried to stay in power as in the highest seat of the land, that's not good. If the foot was on the other side, if Biden were to try to post the same thing, you would see the Republicans going absolutely batshit insane. So that shows you right there alone the hypocrisy. Because if it was Biden that had done what Trump did, forget about it. So that answers it right there. It's okay for your guy to do it, but if the other guy did it, you'd be all over it. Like flies on shit. And that just tells you right there the hypocrisy. So that's the easiest way I could put it. And Hunter is not running for president, but it's going to be interesting to see what comes about with Biden. Because in a way, I hope they find something so Biden cannot run either. Seriously, I don't want Biden either. At all. But then again, who's left? Kamala can never. It's scary. We're living in scary times. For real. I don't know. And the recklessness of the use of the word civil war, like it's okay to talk about. I've seen some comments in recent days coming from Republicans. We have to use force. Civil war is something that is possible in this country. I'm like, what the fuck? Stop it with this rhetoric. This is dangerous times. He said I wouldn't be surprised. It was a guy from, I don't know what state it was. It was a Republican. I don't know if he was in the House or in the Senate. He goes, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets shot now and there's a civil war. I was like, what? You really just said that out of your mouth? And then he tried to take it back. Well, they see, then you're one of those believers that don't believe that Biden got the votes. That's fine. You got to remember, the Republican Party is going to back Trump. That makes up like almost 40%. The Democrats are going to vote for the Democrat. That makes almost 40. And now the independents are starting to catch up with like 30%. The independent vote is going to be the one that decides this. That's what's going to happen. So you can get your Republican vote, you can get your Democrat vote. Who are the independents voting for? That's the key, and I've been saying that. And in 2022, it showed when the red wave was a red fizzle because they underestimated that, how the independents were going to go, and the young voters. 18 to 30 voted 67% Democrat in 2022. That's why the red wave didn't happen. So there's a lot of statistics that people need to look at. Just like the growth of minority communities and white community. The women that are having the babies. There's a lot involved. It's not just one little thing. There's a lot that adds up to this. It's complicated. Yeah, I'm getting off the politics. Actually, Trump added more to the national debt than any other president, Marco. And the trickle-down thing really didn't do much. Just saying. They got the House barely. And now they're worried about losing the House in 2024. What? Yeah, I ate chili. But I'm going to stop because I'm getting complaints. Nothing, Ma.
You're gonna stop because
what do you call it?
wait,
I hope Star is okay because I don't. Ma, what is it?
What did you say that you were gonna stop?
I made. No, I don't want to talk politics.
Why did you,
I hope. Ma, please.
what happened?
I was talking a little politic talk and people said, don't talk about it, you're getting me aggravated. Or people will get aggravated.
No, I'm talking about the chili. I don't know what.
I know, there's chili with rice. I made chili with rice tonight.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what you're eating?
I already ate.
Okay.
I hope Star is okay.
Your stomach is okay?
It's crazy. I hope she's all right because I don't know what island she moved to. I think she moved to Maui. I think the death toll is close to 100 now. Horrible. I don't know if anybody's seen the images from Hawaii. It is horrific. That town, oh my God. It's I can't even watch the video. It's horrible what happened there. What's up, Chantal? But I hope she's okay, but we haven't heard from her. I hope she's okay. And I don't know, like, I haven't been following him that much. I don't know if there's still people missing, unaccounted for, but it's just not good in Hawaii. Lahaina, I think Lahaina, the town. Grab a sandwich. Don't make me laugh. Oh my god. Now you said it's out, right? The great Jambi has it right. He's laying up on the roof, watching. You could see some tonight. I'm staying up tonight. Are you sure it's out, Marco? I gotta look that up, because if it is, I'm going to the movies tomorrow. I'm gonna look it up right now. Here we go. It is. It's 4 o'clock tomorrow. Well, that's Sunday's airings. How come it's not showing me tomorrow? Okay, here we go. Tomorrow. It's 4:05. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow, Marco. I'm definitely gonna go see it tomorrow. The Last Voyage of Dementor. Definitely gonna see that. It doesn't have a good Rotten Tomatoes score. It's got a 48, but I don't give a shit. The Meg has worse. It has 28. I still want to see Oppenheimer. I was speaking to someone, Native American, and they were, I don't know if something about the movie wasn't factually right, and they were freaking out. And I don't remember exactly. Everybody complains about everything these days anyway. I can't remember. And this is from Canada. And here it is. In the movie Oppenheimer, the character played by Cillian Murphy says the proposed site for the secret atomic weapons lab in northern New Mexico has only a boys' school and Native Americans performing burial rites. But there were homesteaders on that land. And then it goes into it how the people were forced out of that territory. But that's not the way. And it was against Hispanic, really, too. In 1942, the U.S. Army gave 32 Hispanos, I don't know why it says Hispanos families on the Parajita Plateau 48 hours to leave their homes and land, in some cases at gunpoint, to build the lab that would create the world's first atomic bombs. Homes were bulldozed, livestock shot or let loose, and families given little or no compensation. A National Nuclear Security Administration spokesman said Hispanic farmers were compensated at a significantly lower rate than white property owners, but the agency was not aware of homes being destroyed and animals killed or abandoned. So there's a lot more to that the movie did not depict. They depicted it improperly. And there's a lot of freaking crazy outcry over that. I just read it for the first time, like, in depth. But I heard about it, but I wasn't sure exactly what the hell was going on. But somebody told me when I was out west, because I said I wanted to see Oppenheimer. And it was a person that was there, Native American. They said, "Do you realize what happened there?" No, I'm not from here. And then they told me that. Like, I don't remember because it was over a month ago. But I remember them telling me something about that. Now I read it. So crazy. Have I seen the movie Sound of Freedom? No. Jambi, definite. So I have not seen that yet. Sound of Freedom. I don't even know what that's about. I don't have time to watch movies and all that stuff. I just don't. Ghost, I would not be surprised at that either. But I don't want to get into the politics because I'll get yelled at. But I agree with what you just wrote in Rumble. That Epstein's Island wasn't the only island. That would not surprise me at all. But that's it. I'm done. Done. Because we're going to get spun out of control here. And it's all my fault. And one more comment from Grab a Sandwich because that's kind of relevant. The guy who worked with Oppenheimer is buried here in Winnipeg, Canada. He's not mentioned by name in the movie, but he played a big role. Louis Slotin was his name. So that's a little factoid by Grab a Sandwich in Canada. And that's it. Done. I'm going to end the YouTube stream too and play music. Because I'm going to get hung out to dry soon. Jambi. What, ma?
My screen is yellow, green.
I'll be right there.
It's not my fault.
I know. I'll be right there.
Just whatever you do, please don't turn against me whenever I want to tell you something.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I'm relaxing for the first time today.
What I'm saying.
I know.
Please.
Today's been, I get it. Today's been a heavy day for me.
Listen to me.
I will, but not right now.
Yeah, okay, but don't ever.
I will.
That's
Okay,
what they
I
don't.
understand. Damn, I'm getting attacked by chat, by mom.
No,
What's
I don't
next?
get attacked by you. I'm just telling you the truth.
Oh my god, I'm going down tonight. Let me fix her TV before it doesn't end.
Daddy got back at it.
Never easy. No, Bill needs a fucking break. I need a break. From all the craziness in this house. See, that makes me sometimes want to, but I don't want to do it necessarily, but I do. Pack up my bags, go up to Hunter Mountain, and go hiking and camping and get away from everything. All devices, everything, and just be in solitude. And what do we have? Eli. Naomi. Definitely. Now, the meteor shower was last night, the peak. But you can still see some tonight. So if it's nice and clear where you are, dark sky, go out. Enjoy it. Because we've seen a couple already, but it's still early. It's not, what, 11? It's after 11 already. It's 11:12 already. But you could see a few tonight. Fortunately, it's not bad here tonight, but unfortunately, it was horrible last night. By the way, on Wednesday, iDetective. It's going to be an hour and a half special. Wednesday from 6 to 7:30 Eastern. Now, this is one I'm definitely going to watch. I'm not producing it, but I'm watching this one. Because this is going to be a good one. And I'll read you the description that was sent to me earlier today by DePerno. Now, this is on the flip side. On the show, we are going to interview FBI hero and whistleblower Steve Friend. Steve is an American hero who saw the FBI being weaponized and coming after people who did not deserve it. Steve demanded accountability and integrity and called out what was wrong. Instead of being praised, Steve faced suspension and fired from the FBI. But Steve did not just lie down. Instead, Steve became a hero whistleblower and testified in front of Congress to tell the truth that that is a hero. And then Randy Sutton's going to be doing his segments and all that. So that's Wednesday. Live on the show, iDetective, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to go 90 minutes with FBI whistleblower Steve Friend. I'm just saying one more politically related thing. And that's on Rumble. Look up KGRA. You should also check out Search Warrant. That airs at 2. And I'm bringing another law enforcement show in the fall. And I'm not going to announce it yet. But if you watched my stream today, you would have heard me talk to the person on the phone, unfortunately. So, on the flip side, I'm all about it. Law enforcement and veterans. That's me doing that on the station. So that's a show that you may not want to miss. What's up, Prow? You live in West Virginia. Yeah, you had bad storms in West Virginia last night, Naomi. So I seen that on the radar. There was some wicked storms going into West Virginia. Northwest West Virginia last night. It's only a special 90-minute show this week, iDetective, because of the FBI whistleblower. Because usually they go an hour. But it'll be 90 this week for this special. Oh. Anyway, at some point, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. And Ken, I apologize. I'm sorry I went off on a rant. I don't know if you're at work and he's probably like, fuck. I don't think you're working tonight, though, right? You could be because it's Sunday night into your Monday. You might be at work. Prowl got to work tomorrow, so he'll be around for another maybe couple of hours. His cutoff line is like at 2 a.m. usually. What's up, Mahmoud? Mahmoud? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name on Trovo. The Great Jambi. I can't even read if that's a B or an 8. I'm staying up. Like I said, I'm off tomorrow. So I'm staying up for quite some time tonight. At least the next 4 to 5 hours. Oh, you're on work nights? Oh. I thought you did 2 o'clock in the morning on work nights. Oh, that was just on the weekends. Okay, 8. So you guys got to get up tomorrow. Not I. This is the one time that I'm going to be able to stay up late. And a lot of you have to go to bed. Except, I don't know about Marco either. And Ronald definitely not. But Ronald goes to bed early anyway. He's usually dead tired by 2 a.m. if he even makes it there. How do I know? Because he stayed here. And I could see when he's tired. But Eastern time, because you're Central, right? Ronald, you must be Central. I could already see him like tired and ready to pass out. So he doesn't go late. And then he's got to do the radio thing at 10 a.m. unless he has somebody else doing it for him. Yeah, I know what you meant. I caught it after. Alkalini 92. What's up? Like I said, at some point we're gonna get off of YouTube and we'll be on Rumble, Trovo, Twitch, and Kick. Because I want to hear music. I don't feel like talking. I already got in trouble from opening up my big mouth. Oh my god. Yeah, well, it's 10 a.m. for me. That's why I said Central. So it's 9 for you, but it's 10 for me. Eastern. Yes, I'm on YouTube, but don't worry about YouTube because I'm not staying on YouTube. I'll give you the link to the channel, but we're not staying there. It's Skywatcher Gaming. Grab a sandwich. There's the link on YouTube. Oh my god, Marco. Ron and his dog Spooky have to drive to and back from town tomorrow. Oh, and he loves it. Oh shit, that's funny. That when he was driving here to come to Pine Bush and he made that turn and the cars were coming at him, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. And people complain about how I drive. That shit scared me. When I saw that video clip, Bobby sent it, I was like, holy shit. That was close. Yeah, that's crazy. Country is the one thing that I can't listen to much. There's a few. Country is definitely on my lower. And no offense to country fans, but it is not up. It's way down here for me. I just could never get into it. Some, like Alabama. Who was that guy? Garth. I can get to some Garth. Some. But overall, it's far and few between for me with country. I'm a metalhead. I'm a classic hard rock person. And amongst all other kinds of music. But I would have to rank country down at the lower tier. For me. Some people put country at number one. That's fine. Everybody has their own musical taste. But for me, no. Yeah, God was definitely, an angel was looking over you that day, Ronald, when you were driving. Well, actually, the roads are quite non-busy except for usually like the rush hour times. But after 5:30, it's dead out there, the roads. Before 3, they're pretty dead. In the morning, up to 7, because it's from 7 on, it gets crazy out there. After 9:30, it dies. So it's the rush hours, and the roads otherwise are dead. So it's not. Ronald could tell you that too. He's been to my house numerous times. The roads are dead up here, especially at night. Oh, once it gets dark, it's dead. No work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh shit, Ken. Don't tell him to go to fucking McDonald's. That's all he does, Marco. The country doesn't suck. It's just, dude, it's like when I hear Kendrick playing, not bachata. Is it bachata? That shit drives me fucking insane. It's not bachata. It's the other thing. Reggaeton? Oh, it just drives me nuts. It's the same fucking beat. It's the same shit. It drives me nuts. that reggaeton shit. That you want to torture me? Play reggaeton, because it's the same shit. Even the bachata drives me nuts. This is Spanish music, by the way, for those that don't know. What's up, Bob? It is so... I'm telling you, that music could drive a person insane. It's like the same shit. Torture me, lock me up in a room, I'll talk. Oh, there's a nice one, but that wasn't a Perseid. Now that music would drive me nuts. You can share whatever you want, Ronald. You're a mod. You can do whatever you want. Plug your station. I don't mind all that. I'll do it for you. Earth Radio on Mixler.com. That's Ronald in chat. He's Earth Radio. He's got a lot of great programming in there. I used to do a metal show on that, but I guess got too busy. I couldn't do it anymore. What was it? Skywatcher's Midnight Metal Madness or something like that, Ronald? Some shit like that. I don't remember. I have the files. I still have a few of the files. I had fun doing it too. I did it for like a couple of months. But just, I don't have the time. I wish I had the time. Like, I always pick the wrong times to get on the drums. It's always too late. I gotta be rocking out on these during the day when I don't have to worry about making a lot of noise. Not at night. Bad. I wouldn't mind if... See, because now I'm going to have 3 days off a week, which is... Thank you. This is going to be... This can be kind of weird having 3 days a week off now. But I always do other things now. But it's going to feel weird having 3 days off because I'm going to be worried about what's going on in those 3 days. So that's such a stereotypical thing to say. See, do you know who I liked? An old country singer, female. I used to love her music. She just passed away recently. Do you know who that is? And you know how I got into her music? From a movie. That's a bigger clue. And she passed away recently, like a year or two. Who could that be? Female pioneer in country music. And they made a movie about her. Who is the person I'm talking about? If you know your country. What's up, Fantasy? I hope you had a great time last night. Dude, I don't even know if I got your pictures. Did you text them? Dude, I didn't get your pictures. Let me check Messenger. I did not get your pictures. Did you email them? I didn't get them. So, does anybody who know what I was talking about? I was talking about Loretta Lynn. I didn't get the pictures. I'll check though on. Anyway, I saw Coal Miner's Daughter. Sissy Spacek play Loretta Lynn. I fell in love with her music from that movie. Oh, now I'm seeing them, Fantasy. Yeah, that's a beautiful night sky. The only thing is, there's a thing you need to learn about that fisheye. There's a way to get rid of that. You know how, right? It's an easy fix. for those fisheye lenses. I don't like fisheye lenses. I have one. I do not like it. But there's an easy fix. Just zoom. Hit zoom a couple of times and you'll get rid of that. I forgot what they call it. I forgot what they call it. Shit. That black. You got that round. That's a fisheye. Fisheyes do that. You've got that black stuff around the corners. That's a fisheye effect on the lens. There's a name for it. So if you zoom, couple of clicks, you will get rid of that. Because I used to do it with my fisheye. Now the great thing, because the fisheye is a great extra wide view lens. You could, like, if I use the fisheye now, you would see a lot more sky. Obviously objects appear smaller because you're seeing a wider area. But the easy way to fix it is press zoom. So it'll work. Hell no, I'm not going to game tonight. I'm watching this. Tonight's all about seeing if we see any left. And we've seen a couple of nice ones already. It's a beautiful images. I seen them. Beautiful. Holy shit. The Bishop had 300,000 likes on his show from Friday. That's a lot. So I can't really show you guys because it's hard. He took a picture through his capture screen. Probably right from the camera. But it's pretty. You can't really see it. There's the glare. But this is where he was last night. It's hard to see it. Let me zoom. It's because of the lighting in the room.
Okay.
Let's try it like that. It's just too bright. But it's a beautiful, trust me, it's beautiful. We'll let the camera adjust. Look at that. That's stunning. Look at the Milky Way. That's beautiful. Now that's beautiful. That's what it's about to be in a dark sky.
Okay.
That's good enough. I went through a lot of effort, Fantasy, to put that on camera. We had 40-mile-per-hour gusts here with thunderstorms last night. And like I was saying earlier, I am lucky I brought my camera in because we had a nasty storm not 10 minutes after I brought the equipment in. Bad. It was bad. I missed it. Anyway, we're gonna be we're gonna be getting off of YouTube. And getting off of it so I can play music. So I'm tired of talking. Oh shit, my pipe is still on. Anyway, I don't know how many people are watching on YouTube, but I'll put some links in for Trovo and Rumble because I'm bailing off of YouTube. At least you were able to get some reception, period. Yeah. So there's Trovo. Here comes Rumble. In YouTube chat. Because that's where we're going to be. So there's Rumble and Trovo. What's up with these clouds here? I don't want to see clouds. After last night, I don't want to see no fucking clouds. All right, YouTube. We're going to make the switch. We're going to stop the stream here. Have a great night. Be well, be blessed. Be safe. And we're about 30 seconds away from cutting the stream on YouTube. Maybe less. Good night, YouTube.